Life during the later Vedic age. Political life. The tribal culture of the early Vedic age gave way to the rise of the kingdoms during the later Vedic age. During this period, many large and powerful kingdoms were established. The power of the Kshatriyas increased tremendously and the king became head of the kingdom. The king strengthened his position by performing rituals and sacrifices such as the Rajsuya Yagna, the Ashwamedh Yagna and the Vajpaya Yagna. The king was assisted in the administration by the Senani or commander and the Purohit or the priest. Taxes were also collected from the people and were used for building of roads and for the payment of salaries to soldiers. Village administration was looked after by the village councils. The role of the Sabha and Samiti in decision-making decreased, as most of the decisions were now taken by the king and his close advisers. Economic life. Farming became the main occupation, as the rich fertile plains of the Gangetic valley were used for cultivation. Iron tools were used extensively, and the iron plough replaced the wooden plough. Domestication of cattle continued as wealth was calculated in the form of cows. Iron was used to make agricultural implements as well as weapons such as spears and arrowheads. The other crafts that flourished included leather making, carpentry, chariot making, and jewelry making. Social life. The Brahmanas and the Kshatriyas assumed the status of the high castes. The status of the Vaishyas decreased and that of the Shudras worsened. They were treated as the lowest caste and were meant to serve the high castes. According to the religious texts, the life of an individual was divided into 4 stages or ashramas. The 4 stages were Brahmacharya or student life, Grihasth or life of a householder, father and husband, Vanprasth or the life of a hermit, and finally Sannyas or total renunciation of the world. Education. The Gurukul system of education was prevalent during this period. In the Gurukul system, the Shishyas or the students lived in the house of the Guru or the teacher. Though the Guru would not accept any fees from his pupils, a student would typically offer dakshina or an offering to his teacher. The main subjects taught in the Gurukul were philosophy, logic, religion, grammar, astronomy, medicine, ethics, and arithmetic. Members of the royal household were taught Dhanurved or war tactics. Pupil observed strict discipline, obedience, and respect for teachers. Food and drinks. The main diet of the people consisted of rice, wheat, barley, ghee, meat, and fish. Soma and sura, which were intoxicating drinks, were also consumed. As cattle was domesticated for farming, milk and other dairy products such as butter and cheese were also eaten. Religion. The early gods and goddesses, who were primarily related to nature, lost their significance and new deities such as Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma emerged. Sacrifices involved the killing of animals as a part of religious ceremony. The Brahmanas performed these rituals and sacrifices on behalf of the kings and other people. New developments in religious philosophy also emerged with the concepts such as karma, actions, Atman, soul, and moksha, salvation.